Studying it one more time. Oh, I don't like to keep see his face. He's sitting there. She's got it. She's doing it with her phone now. Take some of the camera.
We gather here today in the presence of God, family, and friends to celebrate the covenant of marriage between Steve and Amy. Who gives this bride to be married? Turn to face each other.
Mother and I.
Mother and
Just not yet.
The word covenant is a very powerful word which carries deep significance. It's the word that describes God's promises to us and a word that governs an unbreakable, eternal commitment one to another. In the world, there is no more sacred a relationship and no higher covenant than the covenant of marriage. It is, in fact, so precious a relationship that it is compared to the relationship of Christ with His church. We read in Ephesians 5, "Husbands, love your wives, even as Christ also loved the church and gave Himself for it, that He might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word." Covenant is not something to be entered into hastily or lightly, but prayerfully. The decision you are making today is one of great importance, one that affects the rest of your life. The covenant which you desire to make today will need a transformation in your lives. This is why we also read in Ephesians, "For this reason a man shall leave his father and mother and be joined to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh." Once you have been joined, you are no longer two, but one, incomplete without the other. Scripture also affirms that after God formed man, He determined that it was not good for him to be alone. So He made woman and brought her to Adam so they should live together in a relationship as we now know it to be, husband and wife. From the very beginning, marriage has been a part of God's divine plan. From that day to this, marriage has been God's supreme arena of human relationship through which He chooses to express the fullness of His loving presence with us. God, who blessed Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, offers His blessing on you today. God intends for your marriage to be a covenant relationship that represents His relationship with the church. Your covenant marriage will be a testimony to others of God's unconditional love for them. Steve and Amy have elected to write their own vows today to express their love and commitment to one another. And they'll read them now, beginning with Steve.
Last time, so. I'm going to read them. When I first met Amy, I felt a very strong connection. We talked for hours. As weeks went on, I knew in my heart and soul that she was the one I wanted to spend my life with. Amy is the most caring, loving, beautiful person that I've ever met. I'm so happy to become your husband and be part of your family. My vow to you is to always love you and be true to you, faithful to you, to God and you, honest in good times and bad, caring when you need me the most, and loving as we grow together with God.
When I met you, I knew my life had changed. I just didn't know how significantly. I am now a coffee drinker. I gave up CrossFit for a traditional gym. I have kitty cats. My refrigerator and cupboards have never been so full of food. But most importantly, my heart has never been so full of love. You are my best friend, my lover, my personal trainer, and the one I want by my side forever. I love you with all my heart, and I'm so excited to start our life together.
May I please have the ring? The ring is symbolic of many things. They are the outward and visible sign of an inward and invisible love which binds your hearts together. As they are made of the finest and most precious materials, so your love is of the richest of spiritual values. As rings are without edge or seam, having no beginning and no end, so they symbolize the perfection of a love that cannot end. May these rings forever serve as a reminder